Welcome to igmGuru. igmGuru is one of the global leading online training and certification provider for IT expert by the skilled IT gurus to help them achieve their professional goals.
We'll try to see how we can load some JSON data also. So whatever we loaded, that data is basically only CSV. If at all we want to load a JSON format file, how can we load it? So in the real-time environment, not every time we receive the CSV files. Sometimes we receive the JSON format data also. Then we need to know how can we load that such kind of data. And we need to access sometimes this JSON files from Power BI also. But we are not going to access directly JSON files from Power BI. We will try to, whatever the data we receive from the client, we load them into the SnowFlake table. And we try to access that SnowFlake table which contains rows and columns from the Power BI. So when we are building any Power BI dashboard, we will connect to one of the sources and we'll try to build the dashboard. We'll see that. And let us try to see how can we go and load the JSON data. So now I'm just sharing my AWS environment. Okay. And now let us move. So we loaded the data, which is like majorly CSV data, and we are going to load now the JSON data. Let us see how we can load it. So assume that you received two JSON files where the user is assume that you receive these two files on a regular basis and you need to load them into the one of the Snowflake tables. So assume that the table is basically sitting in this particular ingest data database where you want to load, and the table is not available here. We need to first create the table. So the requirement here is load two JSON files which the client will place in the S3 bucket, and from there you need to load the data into Snowflake table by leveraging the external stages. To achieve that, we need to first see my files should be copied into S3 bucket folder. So S3 bucket is a service which is a serverless storage. You need to go and search in the search box for S3 and you will see here buckets option. Click on this and here you will see S3 buckets, multiple S3 buckets are there here. And you can select any one bucket because I created these buckets. You can also create a bucket using create bucket button. And I want to go and leverage the AWS bucket, which is Snowflake new data, which is the most recent one, which I created. November 12. Yeah, we can take this one as a consideration. And this bucket contains multiple folders. So you can see here in the previous class, we used this particular bucket to load the data. So today I want to load JSON file. So this is the folder I want to copy the files. And from here, my Snowflake external stage should access the files. How we access the internal stage, files using internal stage? Similar to that, we will access the files after you copy here. These files should be able to visible from the external stage when we say list at the rate external stage name. So what we will do, we'll try to upload. So click on the upload button and we'll try to add the files. And from here, we will try to load the JSON files. My JSON files are located in the one of the folders. I'm just trying to load them. Here we have two JSON files. You want to load this file and this file. Healthcare facilities.json, healthcare providers new.json. So both are JSON files. The JSON files, how they will be looking like, I'll show you. So these two files I just uploaded, you can see. I just open that and I need to click on upload button. And each file contains 30,000 records. 30K plus 30K, total 60,000 records should be loaded into the table after I fire a copy into command. Hope that is clear, everyone. So these two files, each file contain 30,000 records. How the file will look like? The file can be reviewed by using the checkbox and go check the checkbox. I want to review what is the data available in this file. So you need to check the checkbox, go to actions and query with S3 select. This option need to be selected. And here, if you observe here, this automatically identifying as JSON file. The query with S3 select is very intelligent. Based on my file format, extension, it is already identified this as JSON file and the file size is also near to 30 MB. But to review this file, since it is a JSON file, always keep in mind we need to select the option as document, not lines. By default, we'll select like this. You need to change to document and the output of this JSON this is input file which we uploaded. And I want to review this file means what output you want to see. I may review in the form of either CSV or JSON both. This doesn't mean that I want to review the file only in JSON format. If at all I want to review the file, I can review even my JSON data in CSV format also. If you want to see how JSON format look like, this is how it will look like. Let me select JSON and then click on run SQL query. So usually the JSON data will look like this. If you see here, the JSON data will look like something like this. From here to here, one record. So each this is called key and this is value. Nothing but column and value. This is the second column and this is the value. And third column, so you need to consider like that because this is not structured data like CSV or Excel. This is a semi-structured data. So the data will be stored like this. So most of the
what are the records that we have uploaded, so we can see it in any format.
We can that is what this data whatever you see here, this is a semi-structured, correct, right? Not 100% structured. This will be loaded as rows and columns into the table.
Okay.
We are converting a semi-structured data to structured. At the end of the day, I need a table only, right? Yes or no? In the database, since SnowFlake is a database, I want to see in the rows and columns only, like normal table. So we will load this data, my ID, whatever you see, ID colon, that value, ID will be loaded into the ID column. We will have a average cover charges column in the table. So the 89620 will be for the first row. Whatever you see here, this all will become, the values will become first row, till here to here. And the second row is this one. Are you getting? Like that. Every like this is one document. One document will be loaded as one row. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? And all these are called as keys. The text before colon is the column name. After colon is the value. And this will be stored. Actually, this is the file column name, but our table column will be different. We only need to worry about what is the value available here. This value will be loaded into the actual column. So provider state will be there in the table. So this value will be loaded into the provider state as IN. So provider name will be there. So provider name value will become this Union Hospital INC for the second row. This is the second row only, right? This is the first row, the entire row. This is one document, we call that as a row in general. This will be loaded as first row and this is loaded as second row. Like that, we have how many rows are there in this file? 30,000 rows. I hope you are able to follow what I'm trying to say. So 30,000 documents. Each document we need to consider as one row. So each document data should be loaded as one entire record or row. Row in the sense the entire columns data. Hope that is clear. Sarang and Muhammad. Any confusion?
Yeah, a little bit difficult to.
No. This is you need to consider as this is a file here. See, we loaded CSV file, correct, right? How the CSV file look like? Let me show you. This is a JSON format. The CSV format usually will look like this in general. Correct or not? So
Yeah.
this is one row, right? First row. From here to till the end, you can see it is just like Excel sheet only, right?
Yeah.
We have first row, second row, third row, like that. So like that, we have how many number of rows are there in this file? 30,000 rows. I am only reviewing top 5. Limit 5 means. If I go back and simply say like this, it will show me all the 30,000 rows. All the 30,000 rows should display here. These 30,000 rows will be loaded. See how many rows? You can see 30,000 records. Correct or not? So here, when I say formatted, you will see that. So now you will see up to 30,000 rows. All these are the rows. I am showing you in the form of CSV. Just assume that this is the same data, which is the first row, whatever you see from here to till the end. From here to here. Can I consider this as the first row? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So the same row, if you see in the JSON format, it will be shown as like this. I'll show you only top 5 rows so that it will be easy for us to see. If I see the same data in JSON format, the same data only, it will be shown like this in this format, ID : value. This is the first row value only. All these values are first row value. Whatever you see here. Are you getting now? But we are adding a column name here for every row. For every row value, we just add a column name. So in the JSON format, we load like this. We'll store like this, I mean. But a normal CSV data will be like this only. Whatever you see, it will be like that only. So this is the normal CSV output, the same data only. But this row, whatever you represent, this is the ID column. In JSON if you see, this is the ID column, this is the second value, third value. The same data you see here, this one, let me show you. If I go to JSON format, the same data will be here. The first row, this one. This is the one which I was showing you. Second one, 89620 is nothing but this one. I mean, third value is this one. But we don't have column names here. That is the reason you are unable to see that. See, we have not added any column names, so you can't see the output because column names are not coming here. If the column names will come, you can understand. So here it is not showing any column names. The first column is the ID column, this one. This one, average cover charges. This one, average total charges. So all these are nothing but in the JSON format, it will give like row, one row like this. See, this is ID column, average cover charges, and average total payments, and total discharges. This is showing in the form of like not row. It is showing in the form of a column. This all will be one row till here to here. And we'll convert all this data, whatever you see here now, into which format? Into this format. We convert into this format and then we load into the table. Are you getting what I'm trying to say now? Whatever you see in JSON format, we convert them into this format, which is in the form of rows and columns. And then we load them. All the 30,000 documents will be converted into 30,000 rows like this. If you convert into rows and columns, it is easy to load to the table, correct, right?
Yeah.
That is why we will follow some like a step-by-step process and try to change this like format into rows and columns and load into the table. Because not only JSON, apart from CSV, all the other file formats need this kind of conversion. The reason behind that is not every client will send in CSV format. There are clients who will send in the JSON or Parquet or XML also. You should be ready to load into the table in any format. But what is required here, we need to understand and learn how to convert them into the JSON format to rows and columns and load it, or Parquet format into rows and columns and load it, or XML like data to convert into rows and columns and load it. Is it clear, Sarang and Mohammed?
Yeah.
Our final goal here is convert them into rows and columns and then load it. Simple. That is what we are going to do now. Last class, what we did, we directly loaded rows and columns only. CSV is a form of rows and columns only. We do not need to convert that. By default, CSV will be rows and columns only, right? Excel files, CSV files will be.
Yeah.
So we do not need to convert that, right? It is already in format. But JSON is not a CSV or not in the format like rows and columns. We will convert them into a structured rows and columns and then we load it. Simple. Clear?
So it is necessary to convert them into rows and columns. Without
Correct.
that, we cannot upload.
See, we can load that, but we cannot understand, right? See, when I was showing this JSON format, not everybody will understand. The actual database will always require the table in the form of rows and columns only. That is called structured format. The majority databases, if you see in the market, like Oracle, SQL Server, they store in the form of tables which are in the form of rows and columns only. Because I want to select the data means the select command requires, it looks for the data in the form of rows and columns, which is easy. Got it?
Okay.
Thanks for watching the video. For full course, please visit www.igmguru.com and enroll today.